Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. How is everyone today? Something of an experiment today. This game cropped up during one of my Long Dark live streams. I happened to mention that there was a desert survival game and I couldn't remember what it was called, and somebody mentioned Arid. So I had a look, and it is, remarkably, utterly free. It was developed by a bunch of students at Breda University, I think, who developed it in 24 weeks. I think it uses the Unreal Engine. And so as it was free, I went ahead and downloaded it. Now the interesting thing is it is unsupported by the Steam Deck. Now my normal rule of thumb for playing games is that if it's supported by the Steam Deck, it'll probably run on my system, because my system is an AMD Linux system. I run Mint and Cinnamon. Well, after I downloaded it, I was able to get it running. I just ran it. I didn't do anything clever. So I have absolutely no idea how well it's going to run. All I've done is literally run it up, go into the options, and that's it. Oh, and just to make sure it ran, I did go through, but I'll talk you through that part of it. So let's see. Why am I holding a pen? Am I going to be making notes? I don't think so. So let's see how it works. I mean, I find the idea intriguing. Let's explore one of the most inhospitable deserts in the world, the Atacama. I mean, technically it's probably less inhospitable than some of the dry valleys in Antarctica, but you don't want to try surviving here, I can tell you. So, what am I running? So, not interested in the gameplay modes. I'm going to trust it to deal with that for me. I'm going to leave the audio options. The display options, I've got to I've got VSync switched off, but I've maxed it out at 60 frames a second. For the simple reason, it'll be nice and consistent, and I'm only streaming at 30 frames a second, so honestly I don't need to be galloping around. For graphics, I've set everything to, well, yes, you can see. And my brief experience indicates that this is just fine. I can run it faster, but not while I'm streaming, I suspect. So we'll stick with 60 frames a second and see how well that works. So, let's start a new game. And I will go with the default. And if it suddenly crashes or does something weird, well then I guess that's the end of the live stream, and I know what they mean at that point by I'll know what they mean by unsupported on Steam Deck.
I'm seeing storm clouds up ahead. Nothing like the weather report said. I'm thinking we can go west, hug the shore, dodge the Atacama. Over.
So there's some excuse. Fly around it. Company said we go east, and that's it. Over.
I'm telling you, Bubba, there's some real bad juju going on here. Christ! What is that? Damn dust cloud came out of nowhere!
Haggard, you gotta pull up and out! Dust is coming up the end!
I can't! I'm stalling!
Yep, it is the Unreal Engine. I have good experiences with the Unreal Engine on Linux.
Tell my dad!
In-
Don't black out.
In case anybody's wondering, I do have G overlay running so that I can comment on system performance. In fact, I'll pop it up and show you right now, just so that you can have a look. So that's the current system performance. I'll get rid of that in a second, don't worry. And as you can see from the GPU, I actually have quite a lot of performance left, so I could run this faster. The CPU is... Actually, this is more or less what I expect from engines, from games based on the Unreal Engine. It's nicely multi-threaded and running, for me, relatively cool. Trust me, 74 degrees for me is quite cool, actually. Alright, let's have a little look around. See what it looks like, see how it affects things. Frame rate is rock solid. So far so good. Right. I will disable the performance overlay so that you can see everything, because there is stuff in the bottom of the screen there. So let's have a look. What are we doing? We can move.
As far as crash landings go, that was textbook. But where the hell am I?
Okay. Yeah, that does not look like that looks like it was an interesting landing. Alright, let's go and investigate this.
God. I got busted up real good. The crates should have some first aid supplies.
Alright. Use the bandage to heal. Alright. So far so good. Honestly, I half expect this thing to do something particularly unexpected at any moment. Ooh, prickly pear. You can eat prickly pear. It's just not recommended that you do it in the way we're doing it there. You actually have to use tongs to remove those fruits, and you have to remove the tiny hairs off them, because otherwise you will cause yourself some trouble. I actually don't know if there is prickly pear in the Atacama. But
Are those footprints?
okay, I don't know why they're calling it that. That's definitely prickly pear. And what? They're thirsty, I take it. I got an empty canteen. And let's see, can I eat some of the fruit? Does that do anything? Yes, it does. Okay. Where am I?
Looks like I need to make my own way out. Should get my tools.
Ooh.
Probably ended up on the other side of the plane.
I don't know what Chuno is, but the others are easy enough. That's interesting. Didn't remove it. Ooh, we have more food. Erampo? I call it prickly pear. Wish they'd give us a temperature indicator.
Too dark in here. I'll need a torch.
Okay.
Whoever's in there, I come in peace. Water. Thank God for small favors. I'm gonna need to ration that.
Okay, how do I collect water? Ah. Hmm. To be honest, I don't know if water is that readily available in the Atacama. Oh, that's not...
That looks ominous.
Yes, that doesn't look promising, does it? Right.
And you said Mom's Spanish lessons were a waste of time. Right, Dad? Barely been here an hour and already taken from the dead. Sorry, fellas.
The sandstorm seems to have turned away. I can hear it still howling in the distance. Maybe it got tired of going after me. Evil, evil thing. You were right, Bruno. It does reek of evil. But we were too overwhelmed by our own sins to even sense it. I am going out now. Time for my repentance. Seems a little dramatic. What am I going to do with human bones? Hang on, do I get to crouch? I'll find out sooner or later. Oh, okay, brought us out there. Scavenge the crash site. Okay. Well, it's working well so far. Famous last words.
Alright, now I gotta just find what's left for my cargo.
System performance. It's gotten a bit warmer, but it's not too bad. Oh, yeah, we got some graphical flickering going on there. Wow. Yes, that was quite a crash. Is that a Ford tri-motor? I think it is. I think it's a Ford tri-motor. Very successful aircraft, as I recall. Ooh, what did I just get? Find or craft a high quality tool. Not quite sure what that is. Alright, so we can't open everything. Oh, I can jump. That's nice to know. Looks like the sun's going down. That should give us some shade. Yep. Reckon it's a Ford Trimotor. It's quite a story about Ford's entry into the aviation business. Rex's Hangar does a fairly comprehensive description of it, which I highly recommend. That's not really helping very much. Do I need 2 pickaxes? I sense I should have spent more time getting out. Do I have to parkour my way up here? I don't know. It seems to be the only reasonable way out so far. Well, I have to confess to being somewhat surprised that it actually is working this well. Didn't the Grand Tour cross the Atacama? You know, Richard Hammond, James May, Jeremy Clarkson. I think they crushed. Didn't they cross the Atacama at one point? And that's gone out. So, wow. Nice view of the night sky. Oh, that looks promising. If I can make my way in the near dark. Oh no, it just... Hang on. Oh, we do have... Yeah, we do have crouch. Now, if I were a game designer, how would I have arranged for there to be a way out? Up that way, do we think? Oh, what's this? Okay, we get to collect rocks. Told you I don't know anything about this. We are discovering it as we go along. Yes, that I'm doing this in the dark probably isn't the best idea, is it? Let's see, what have we got that can... Oil. F. Ah. I'm not sure that's really helping me. Can I? Well, let's try something. Nope, doesn't give me... any options. Survive. One day in the game, I have just achieved that. Not entirely happy that they've said, you know, the pickaxe only has 1 or 2 uses. Ooh. Yeah, we've got some interesting little graphical effects going on there. I was wondering if there was a way up there, but it doesn't exactly appear to be. I hate this already. No, I'm joking. I don't hate the game. I just hate my inability to find my way out. Oh. Here's... I mean, that it's not giving me any prompts, so... Nope. Yeah, large parts of the Atacama are so inhospitable. As I understand it, there's very little that can actually survive there. Short of bacteria in the rocks. I don't know about things like the insect or lizard population, but the place is so inhospitable. It hasn't rained here in hundreds of years. It's that bad. Oh, do you know what I missed? Going up this way. Can I get up there? Oops. Yeah, somehow in pitch darkness this doesn't really help, does it? I have a suspicion I needed to get on with this a bit faster. Alright, let's try this again. Only reason I'm going this way is this is a bit of a clue, don't you think? Can I get up there? Apparently not. Okay. Somehow I feel I should... Ah! There we go. This looks a bit more promising. Oh, except for the fact that I... except for the fact that... Yes, it's not letting me go. Can I crawl up? No, apparently not. I am now open to suggestions. Honestly, I would be very tempted. Ah, there we go. Daylight. Alright, let's try this now in daylight, now that we can see what we're doing. That's a no. And that would appear to be a no, unless there's some prompt I'm missing to use the pickaxe. And I'm guessing this is where we start dying as the sun comes up. Yeah, I was wondering if we could get up there. And the simple answer seems to be no. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, no, that's not a way out, is it? Oh! I walked straight past it.
Muscle isn't cutting it. Gonna need a pickaxe. Woo! Nice!
I think she's easily pleased. Alright. Honestly, I don't know if you'd find stalagmites and stalactites, if that's what those are supposed to be. Those would be stalactites, but there are no stalagmites associated with them, which there typically are, because oh, here we go. But these would have to be extremely old, dating from the last time there was water in the region.
What has happened here?
Okay, that was close. Do I really want bones? Ah, okay. We have found something. Yeah, you really don't want to be out. Well, you can see the heat haze.
Ruins. Maybe there's something here I could use.
And
Look at you. The desert didn't cut you any slack either, huh? Poor thing.
I think they've taken some liberties with stuff. I think they actually say they have, but ooh, oh, okay. Insects. Oops. That seems a little excessive. I have no idea. Oh, plant fiber. And I don't have any way of disassembling it. Oh, that's where I'm heading for. Okay. I will follow the prompts, because even I can take a hint sometimes. That's an aircraft. What's an aircraft doing over there?
Looks like someone was staying here recently. I hope they don't mind me squatting. Table, fireplace. Is that a workbench? Looks like they had the whole 9 yards.
I don't see a workbench. Oh, yes I do. Huh, how about that? Oh, look at that. Deconstruct. Well, I'm gonna guess and say that's what we need. Okay, how do I do this? Uncooked mortar. Ah, there we go. Cook and eat. There's a campfire. Here is a campfire. Okay, I need sticks. Great. Anybody seen any convenient sticks anywhere? I need a makeshift something or other. So, what do I need? Leather strips, aloe cream, bone knife, Oh wow. What else do I need? Glue. Anybody know how to make glue? And ropes? Hammer? No, that needs a rock and strong rope. I've already done that. Glue. Huh. And I need rope. Okay, how do I make rope? Ah, I did have glue and plant fiber. I thought I had plant fiber. I'm pretty certain I found plant fiber. Oh.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
I can't eat it? Oh, right. Okay, we do have plant fiber around, I think. Yes. That would make sense. What are they doing here?
Looks like someone left in a hurry. Or got chased out.
Right. Okay. Well, it looks like someone did half the job for us.
Should be able to put it back together.
Yep. Okay. Let's head back inside. You know what? I am sort of liking this so far. It's, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have counted my... Yeah, rope. So, can I make an axe? Oh, I need more glue. Okay, improved axe. Yes. And the reason I'm doing all this is so that I can... Oops. Let's eat my collectibles. Oh, hang on a second. I need to find out what that message was about. I'm sorry about this. Give me a second. Oh. Oh. Given how tired they're getting... Right. Find repairables, I need sticks. Thought I just picked up some sticks. Ah. Is that my lunch? Now, can I chop down the tree? Or... Nope. Sticks. Okay, now I surely must have enough sticks. Yes, Oops. Right. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I have it. All right. We are making progress. Of a sort. Oh, I see. I'm getting overloaded. Okay. Well, that reminds me of the long dark where you spend half your time overloaded anyway.
Hey. Aw, aren't you adorable?
Oh, I just remembered I need to check those messages, don't I? Give me a second. I'm sorry, people. Nope, we're good. Find a way to descend the mountain. Yeah, at least. It's got various aspects of other games, to be honest. Oh, dirty water. Which was the purpose, I guess, of the filter over there. So, I would guess then I am going to sleep through the night, because that's what you do in these situations. At least if this was the long dark, that's what I'd be doing. See if I can find my way in the dark back to... where was it? Over here? Nope. Where was I camping out? Great. I'm lost in my own game. Well, yeah. You know what I mean. That's not encouraging. Still, at least so far, the game hasn't done anything unexpected on me, which is quite nice. Here we go. Yeah, let's try and sleep through the night. Drink some water. Oh, this is... I assume that's the time of day. Yep, that would seem to be. And that's a fairly familiar looking game mechanic. I'll tell you what, for a free game, this isn't actually that bad. Well worth the experience, if I say so myself. I mean, just to try it, to be honest. And I suppose what we can do is... yeah. I need to do something about my water, because I have now run out, and there was, in fact, was there not, some dirty water around here, which means... Where's the dirty water? I know I saw some. Whoa. anybody remember where? Oh, there it is. That was unexpected. Oh, and look at that, my frame rate just... my frame rate has plummeted, which is interesting because my GPU is... I'm guessing that's because of the distances involved looking at it. So I'll tell you what we will do. Give me a second. I will kick up the display somewhat. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not going to work. Is that going to help? That's not going to help, is it? Yeah. Oh, that is... Oh, here we go. Let's see how that works for us. Yeah. No. Still 32 frames a second. That is actually kind of interesting. The GPU is only at 54% utilization. So... And the CPU is only at 30%. Which is... interesting because... Oh, here we go. We're back up. Alright. And where's our filter? Where's our filter gone? Oh, here. Still filtering water. I'm sure there are optimum ways of doing this, but I'm not much bothered right now. Oh, that is really strange. My frame rate has now shot up. I'm running at a... And... Yep, the GPU is now at 100%, but I don't need to be running at... that speed. So I am going to... If I can... Yeah, here we go. And you may be thinking, why am I only running at 60 frames a second? Again, I like to have consistency. And seeing as I'm streaming, I don't need to be running full chat. Not that it would necessarily help me. Yep, and we're back at 60 frames a second, which was weird. How long does it take to filter the water? And my sun exposure is getting high. I probably ought to take cover. Well, that water filters. Now, if this was the long dark, I would eat stuff. What is that? That's clay. Alright, that's our bones. Cloth. Seeds. Canned coffee. Canned bell pepper. Yeah, and my sun exposure is dropping. Yeah, in reality, of course, it probably wouldn't be quite as quick, but yeah. The Atacama isn't. There are people who live in the Atacama, but that's on the... Oh, there's clean water here. I didn't realize there was water there. There are people do live in the Atacama. There are or have been mines here. and there is at least one city on the edge of it. For 40 days I bathed in the dust until my Christian baptism wore off me. For a fortnight I smoked the tobacco and ayahuasca. Ilapa came to me when I was deep in trance. He called me El Fumador, my shaman's name. He abandoned the Christianity he had been taught in favor of his traditional religion, spirituality. Yeah. Are we sure I cannot kill that are we sure we can't whack this for something? Because I mean, look, it's meat. Oh, sticks and wood. There, you can see the sun exposure galloping up there. And galloping back down. I wonder if it is best to wait until it is evening. Let's yeah, that might do better. Let's see if we manage to filter some water. Now, there's not a huge amount of water here, so I suppose... Oh no, we are not. Ah, look at this. Empty your canteen first. What do you mean? You can't just top up? Alright, let's see if we can get down the mountain on the grounds that that's what we're supposed to do. And seeing as it's a first run through, I have no particular compunction about dying in the game. In fact, that's pretty much what I expect.
Bridge is busted. Only I could reach those metal beams. I could try fixing it.
Okay, so I guess we're going to be here for a while, and I shouldn't have... So, how do I go about... And the sun exposure is galloping through the roof now. Yep, that's certainly climbing. Let's have a quick look. See whether we got anything over here. Huh? What's this? Metal hook? Ooh. I
Baba?
suspect...
It's gotta be. I need to get his attention. I need to get out of the sun. Going wacky.
Yeah, of course that wasn't the best of circumstances. Of course, her mistake, in technically speaking, was should have stayed with the aircraft. That's what you're supposed to do, but oh well, then we wouldn't have a game. Let us try and... Actually, I saw his aircraft earlier. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's try and find some shade first.
That's a mine shaft.
Yeah.
If I rappel down that way, I should be able to find a way out.
Yeah, here we go.
I'd rather find another way.
Shade! Blessed shade that it won't let me get anywhere near. Oh, you're kidding me. Hey! Does this count? Yes, that does count as shade. Excuse me. Count as shade. Yay! Now I'm scared to leave the shade. What are tunos? I must admit I do not know. Alright, let's see whether we can... let's see whether we've picked up enough of everything to do this. Wow. That's a lot of stuff I need to find. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, well that's convenient. Let's oh, transfer. Just lighten the load a bit, because I'm certainly carrying far too much of everything. And then we can go back and check and see what we need to... Yeah, still need to do some... Find repairables. Planks. I thought I had some rope. Okay, need 2 more planks and... there was a plank there. And another plank. Alright, so that's 4 planks, wasn't it? If memory serves. This can be sort by weight. So that's the only way we got a sorting. Ah, wait. Gotcha. Alright. Let us transfer this and that until we get down below something. Alright. There we go. Now I can go back and try and remind myself what it was I was doing. Okay, so I need 1 strong rope, 3 hooks and 2 more of that. Okay. I thought I had rope. Alright, that's where we find metal hooks, I guess. Or one of the places. In case anybody thinks, oh, this is a nightmarish place to live or have mines or this sort of thing. Yeah, it is, but Death Valley in California, not quite as nightmarish as the Atacama. People did live there to mine borax, and I believe the Shoshone have a reservation there, and mind you, there is permanent water in a few places in Death Valley, so I'm not so sure about the Atacama. I wouldn't care to try and find water in the Atacama, I can tell you. I think Death Valley does actually... Yes, Death Valley does get rain. As a matter of fact, it does. Ah, there's a workbench. That could come in useful. Let's see. Thoughts. Nope, that's... I thought I had the means of making rope. Oh, leather, rope, and oil. Regular rope. Oh, that's right, I need glue. Okay. Where am I going to find glue? For glue, I need animal fat and leather. Make some cloth. At least I've got a place to stay. Yay. Alright. Where am I going to find glue from? I'm guessing just going straight that way probably is not is contraindicated. Has to be said, under the circumstances, going down through the mine is yeah, almost an attractive sort of idea. Almost. How do... Oh, wait a minute. I had leather strips. What do I need? Got a hook. I needed 3 hooks, didn't I? Oh. Did I? Guess I'm going to need that, aren't I? This is honestly more like a point and click type thing. So far we haven't really come across anything likely to eat us, which I suppose I should be grateful for. Can I go back up the rope? I might have to do that. Yeah, and I've been over here already, haven't I? But did I search carefully enough? I think I did, didn't I? At least the sun exposure is going down. Yeah, no, I think I've pretty much exhausted this for now. Let's double check and see. Yeah. Okay, I can repair it a bit at a time. Alright, let's see if I can find the bed for the night. That was over here, wasn't it? Oh, wonderful. Oh, hang on. Fuel. Where's my fuel gone? There we go. Yeah, I was completely headed the wrong way. Oh, I still headed the wrong way? I think I am, aren't I? Yes, I think that's a definite maybe. That's irritating. Remind me next time to head for Beddy Buys when I can actually see properly. I think I would probably benefit from that approach. Alright, so let us eat. Right, I actually have to take a quick break. I need to go and exercise my bladder and pop to the bathroom and things like that. So I don't know how... Can I pause this? Don't know. Anybody know if I can pause it? That would be a useful thing to know. Huh. That's useful. Okay. Alright. I will be back in about 3 minutes. If you're finding this interesting, please hang around. I'll be back shortly. Right, I am back. Let us resume. I have once seen a stars looking something like that. That was actually Death Valley as well. At night, at, I can't remember where it was, sort of the lowest point. And I stopped to look out at the stars, and absolutely no artificial light anywhere. You couldn't see anything like that, but there was the most fantastic view of the stars. I wish I'd had a suitable camera to take a picture, but I didn't. Oops. Don't think I need any more planks. So, first thing I need to do in the morning, I suppose, is I confess, is that 3 o'clock in the morning? I suppose I'd better eat something. Nope, don't want to do that. What do I have that I can eat? Don't need salt. Ooh, I'm out of things to eat. Oh, I can make glue out of leather strips. Didn't know that. Can I combine those so that they're in one spot? Don't want to eat that. Alright. I'm gonna have to find some food. There we go. I slept too long. Right, so I need to set the water filter going. I need to change some of the buttons so that they're better compatible with my mouse, but that's not a huge problem, I suppose. I suspect I'm going to have to go further astray. Where was the dirty water and where was the filter? Nope. Could have sworn there was some dirty water around here. Was there not? Huh. If I am out of water, that is going to be game over, isn't it? Yeah, definitely need to fix the key bindings. There was no more water up here, I do not think. But we'll check anyway. Can I? This is going to be climbed. Oops. Yeah, that's climb up. I don't think there was any water up there, was there? I think I used it all. Alright, we'll have to try down here somewhere. Yeah, definitely need to fix the mouse up. So let me do that, and just in case, I'm going to go ahead for shelter. Sorry, I feel like Porky Pig there. Let us just change my controls. Okay. Jump, crouch. Here we go. That's crouch. That's sprint. Oops, sorry. Let's try that again, this time with that, F. Yes, that's much better. Right, so where would I likely to find water? We have not searched everywhere, but I need to go. I guess down. Does anybody remember if I saw water anywhere? Yeah, I have a suspicion this is the bit where I get myself in real trouble. Nope, that's not allowing me to do the collection from cactus trick, even though collecting water from cactus can be tricky. Some cacti, like barrel cactus actually, you do not want to squeeze the, well, yes, you can squeeze water out of it, but it is horribly bitter. And you would get a oh, can't be bothered. Yeah, you'll get a very upset stomach and make yourself worse, but you could use it to try and distill water in something like a sun still, you know, where you heat the water up and then collect it. But yeah, you don't want to necessarily drink the stuff straight out of ooh.
Sun's burning me up.
Okay. Well, that was useful. Alright, now I need food. Nope, don't need that. And I don't have any food. I've used it all. Is there a way of making a fire? Because it said that I could. Ah. I need rocks now. Where did I put the rocks? I put the rocks all the way back up the other way, didn't I? Let's see if we can find some rocks to pick up.
Gotta get cool before I drop.
Well, I suspect I need to game the food a little better. Bit like you can do in the Long Dark. So, why can't I go up here? Oh, there we go. No, that's not handy. Well, at least I'm out of the sun for the moment, and at least I have water, but I'm out of food. Got a strong suspicion that got a strong suspicion I need to game the food more carefully, because right now, oh no, look, prickly pear, and there's a rope up there. Okay. At least we have a well of sorts. Don't know how much of a water table there actually is in the Atacama. Where's my cursor gone? I am really quite surprised at how well this is running so far. It's doing really quite nicely, which is nice. I mean, apart from the, yeah, you can see a bit of the graphical glitching going on there. Well, given that they've given us a convenient rope to climb, let's climb that and see where that leads us. I got a suspicion I know, but I think that might take us back to where we were previously. At least they haven't got that you can't climb if you're overburdened thing that you get in. Yeah, this is where I was previously, wasn't it, I think? Oh no. Oh yes. Bolts and an axe, and... Yep. Let's grab that lot. I think I needed sturdy rope or something, didn't I? But there's food, and I'll settle for that. Is this... That's good. Alright, so we're a bit better on the water situation. Shade, 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 shade. I need shade. Where's shade? Does this count? Yes, I think it does. There we go. Heh. Well, making slow progress here. I'm gonna have to say, you know, that for 24 weeks and a bunch of students, this is actually pretty good. I mean, it's almost more like a tech demo, or a demo of what a game might develop, but I couldn't do it, I tell you that, even when I was at the tip top of my so-called career. I would have been hard pressed. Yeah, no, I forget it. Alright, let's make a dash for wherever it is we're going. Do I have to climb, or can I go round? Actually, one thing I'm kind of curious about is, can I... you know what, let's try going around just for the sake of argument. Let's see. Got a feeling I might slip here. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I can't imagine it would be in particularly good shape, to be honest with you, but and it isn't what I want here, so I'm gonna have to go back to, yeah, this way. Hang on. I need a workbench, don't I? Unless there is some way... No. No. Let's see. No. It seems a bit daft that you need... It does seem slightly daft that you need to be able to Use a workbench to take an animal apart. What I've got to do now is remember how I got here. Was it up that way? Yes, I think it was. My own experience of the desert is the Sonoran. And Tucson, Arizona. Quite a bit different. But I will say that I think for the first couple of years that I lived in Tucson, I do remember
Gotta get cool.
we used to every year we would actually lose typically tourists to dying in the desert, and I think mostly dying of thirst. Sometimes they would even die with water still on them because they thought they had to ration their water. And unfortunately, if you do that, you can have a situation where you make bad decisions because you're so dehydrated. I know. I remember one couple or people near Picacho Peak, which is north of Tucson. It's between Tucson and Phoenix, and they still had water. And if they had just headed east from where they were, they would have come across the interstate. But when you are dehydrated, you don't make good decisions like that. Dreadful shame. Alright, so where is the workbench? I'm pretty certain they had a workbench around here, didn't they? I could have sworn there was a workbench. It was down here. But I at one point learned very quickly. Hello Anna, how are you doing? I'm sorry, I just noticed that you said something. This is Arid. It's a free-to-play game that was made by a bunch of students. Right, strong rope. It's not exactly the long dark, I will say, but I think Lady Q mentioned it. I was commenting that there was in fact a survival game set in the desert. That actually turned out to be Star Sand, the one I was thinking of. But Arid was mentioned, and as Arid is free, I thought I would give it a try. And it has proven to be a very interesting experience. Huh. Oh, that's good to hear. How was your mother's procedure? Because I seem to remember you mentioning that. Oh, coal. Okay. So what do I need? I need hooks. I need 2 more of those from somewhere. Where am I going to find hooks? I can't make hooks, can I? Oh, and I need food. Do I? Yes, I need the fire. So I guess we go back down to where I got the fire, because I can at least... Where was the fire? Fire was over there, wasn't there? It must admit it would be interesting. Now I really am curious to see what the Long Dark would be like, except if they'd done it for the Sonoran Desert. That would be quite interesting. Oh, there's more food over there. Hang on, did that respawn? I think it did. Pretty certain I picked that up previously. Hello, J-Pod D-Day, how are you? At this rate, the whole gang will be here. Yeah, the interesting thing about this is that it's not supposed to run, it doesn't run on Steam Deck apparently, but it runs on my Linux box just fine. Ooh, can I cook these? Yes, yeah, it was, it got quite warm here today as well. We had the threat of thunderstorms as well. Oh! Didn't want to do that. Oh, and now I'm stuck in the dark and I don't know where there's a bed. Great. Well, at least I can eat.
Need to find some grub. Pronto.
Can I eat that? Oh, right. Unfortunately, now I need a bed, and the nearest bed is somewhere I can't see. Actually, when I finish this, I actually have to go out briefly. I need a couple of things so that I can eat dinner. I'm going the wrong way. I think. Am I? No, here we go. Yes, it is. It's not new. It's been around for a few years, but it was. It's free, and it's more like. Yes, it's a survival game. It's a bit of an exploration game. It's set sort of in the Atacama Desert, although it's a lot more hospitable than the Atacama Desert is in reality. But it was worth a try. And I thought, oh, this is... I think Lady Q mentioned it yesterday. And where am I going? That is somewhere I've been. Anybody remember where my... Ooh. Yeah, that's... I think we were supposed to reach 33, but then we started getting some rain which cooled everything down. I have no... Oh, there it is. That's where I'm headed. It's actually still quite warm here. Slightly surprised my computer isn't having a minor conniption fit, to be honest. Ah, yeah. This isn't where I wanted to be. I just went completely the wrong direction, I think. Not sure what happens if my exhaustion drops to 0. Oh, wait a minute. I have coffee, don't I?
Up and at 'em.
Okay, now I'm awake. Let's see if I can... Don't need any of that right now. Let's see if at least I can get back to where I want to be, which isn't here, technically. Well, given that your prevailing wind, J-Paide, comes from our direction, you probably will get some of our rain eventually. Ah, was this it? Yes, here we go. I need hooks, don't I? I need hooks, I need food. Water isn't such a huge problem. Right. Hooks. And I am completely out of food except for that. What else do I need? I made strong rope. I need hooks. Where, oh where am I going to find hooks? I found one. I wasn't actually going to do anything this evening, but then I realised Arid would actually run. So I thought, okay, let's take a look. I'm supposed to be heading for that aircraft which is mysteriously circling around, and oh look, the prickly pear do in fact respawn. That's useful. Ooh, don't know what they do. Ah! No. Yeah, I don't want to repair that actually. I've got a place to stay, I think. What I want is 2 more metal hooks, and then I can proceed into the mine and get out of here. What's this for? Curing sores. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't seen that before. What is that supposed to be? So if that prickly pear respawned, what else respawned? Oh, here we go. That's my second metal hook. Yeah, this is primarily exploration and survival. So far, there has been nothing to hunt. You haven't had to defend yourself against anything. It's just a case of sort of muddling through. There are some interesting graphical anomalies. It doesn't seem to be a map. Is there a map? Nope, don't think there's a map. I did check all around here, I think.
I need to get out of the sun. Going wacky.
Nope, that's not sufficient shade. Where's shade? Shade. Ah, here we go. Let's. Oh, and that could be useful up there. Alright, that should help. Oh, I don't really need that. It's kind of weird you can cook this up for alcohol. So where am I headed? There was a structure over that way, so I guess I may as well go for it. I must admit, my recent experience with games that aren't officially supported by the Steam Deck, like this one and Prologue go way back, neither of which were officially supported by Steam Deck and yet run, as far as I can tell, fine for me in Linux. Oops. It makes me wonder about some of the other games I'd like to play. Except I don't want to have to pay for a game that I can't be sure will run. I don't mind a bit of experimentation with the odd demo and what have you, but yeah, I don't want to spend 20 odd pounds on something which officially isn't supported by the Steam Deck, and I've got no way of knowing whether it'll run on my system. Was I going insane? I thought there was some other structure in this direction. Oh, I've been here, haven't I? Yes, I have. Huh. Alright, maybe there are things to worry about around here. I'm going nuts, and it's not just the sun. I could have sworn I saw a structure over here. Alright. See you tomorrow, Anna. We will be doing Wintermute tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day. Glad you seem to be doing a bit better. Oh, must have imagined it. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. There are certain similarities to the Long Dark in that instead of watching out for how cold you're getting, you have to watch out for sunburn. Oh, this looks positively useful. Oh, look at that. That's food, if nothing else. Nope, don't need that. I need a hook. I also need... You know what? I'm going to craft some cloth. And I'm going to butcher that. That's alright. And bone knife. I need glue for that. And I need a rock and plant fiber, which I have. Anybody seen a rock lately? Oh, 2 rocks. I need 2 rocks. Right. That all helps. Now, ooh, what's this? Oh, that is rather distressing. That looks like a dead baby, to be honest. Oh. What do I need to do with... Oh, leather strips. And the coffee was handy last night. All I need now is another metal hook from somewhere. And a nap, apparently. Yeah, the hook thing's a little bit of a pain in the neck. I mean, isn't... But I suppose... I'll see if I can actually survive coming down the hillside. Apparently so. Now, I thought... Yeah, I did check out here, didn't I? Ah, that's right. I was going to... Yeah, this is what I need. This is perfect. And I need to cook up... Oh, great. Sticks. Anybody got any sticks? What's this? I forgot that some of the campfires you have to find sticks and stones to fix them, and that means I need to go to a place with a workbench so that I can break up things with sticks, doesn't it? Great. Yeah, let's just pick up a rock that's hanging in midair. I think I've got a fire over here, actually, don't I? Yes, I do. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. You can add oil to it. And all the time my sun exposure's going up and up. Well, it's a good job I just picked up coffee. Not sure what happens if I hit escape and come back. Yep, and I've got nowhere I can take a nap here because the nearest place for a nap is somewhere. Oh, yeah, this is a bit of a... Oops. Oh, tab brings that up. Huh. Did not know that. Right. Anybody remember where I fixed that bed? It was down here, wasn't it?
Sun's burning me up.
And it wasn't this way, I'm pretty certain of it. Huh. Okay. Oh, well. Might as well. Where's my food gone? Oh, I've got a bit more than usual. Honestly, in a way, the lack of actual animals to threaten you is, well, you know, it was a. This is almost a tech demo, I suppose, rather than a full-blown game. And now I need water. That's okay. And I have got food. Had food. Still, if I'm right, the prickly pears should have respawned, seeing as that's what they seem to be doing. Oh, let's test my theory. Yep, looks like it. I see prickly pear over there, and there's a well here, so which of course grab some food, and then I'm back on hook hunting. Yeah, I think this is mostly exploration and can you get out of this mess type of thing. I mean, it makes an interesting change, you know. I'm not going to complain. Well, not much. Right. Back to hooks. Where have I not looked for a hook? In a way, the thing is, there's so much here. It's like... oh, in case you were wondering, the reason I need the hook is to... get down into the mine so that I can go through and get closer to the aircraft that's circling over there, and that has been circling over there for an unreasonably long time. And I've checked this stuff out, haven't I? Yep, I have. And I have.
I need to get out of this.
Ah, do you know what? I'm not sure that I've... I can't remember if I've been up here. Yes, no, I haven't. Ah, right. I remember this spot. And that allows, I think, me to rebuild the bridge over to there, which could be handy. Except for right now, I need to get out of the sun. Nope, that doesn't count as getting out of the sun. Some of the shady spots do actually work. Yeah, this one does, for example. Yeah, no. In a way, it's a kind of a shame that they weren't really able to do more with it. It's definitely got some promise, I think. Oh, here we go. Yes, you do have aloe, actually.
Out of the sun. Golly wacky.
Of course, half her problems would be sorted if she had a decent broad-brimmed hat, which she doesn't appear to. Clothing is not something that seems to be present. Don't think you got that many birds in the Atacama, to be honest. This actually does look a bit more like Sonoran Desert. The thing is that the cactus there require rainfall, and the Atacama is notorious for it not having rained in centuries. So I don't think you're going to do that. I think there's a message at the beginning of the game to state that they have taken liberties with the Atacama so you can survive in it. Yeah, if you see cactus like this, it means there is rainfall. If you see saguaro, which we're not actually seeing, but if you see saguaro, definitely means rainfall. One of the defining things about the Sonoran Desert, of course, is saguaro cactus. But the areas that you see saguaro cactus, that means they get more rainfall than some of the other areas which don't have them. And of course you've got grass growing here. That's not I don't think that's a thing in most of the Atacama. Well, have I been here? I must have done. Yes, I think I have. But I do need planks. Don't I? And I can't... Ah! A hook! Yes! And a shovel. We are on our way, I think. Yeah, that's not helpful. What is that? Right. Let's see if we can get down into the mine before I die of something interesting. And there's more food. Look at that. And... nope, I'm full. I've got water. Yes, the respawning prickly pear. And that looks like a moss-covered rock. And there's more. That's useful. Yeah, these respawn every day. I suspect on different game settings that wouldn't happen. This is just the default game setting.
I need to get out of the sun.
Okay. Let's gallop our way out of here. I think actually we can... Yes, I think we've got everything we need. And see if we can't... Let's see how far I can last. At the very least, I'm going to try and get through the mine system. At least it'll get us out of the sun. Okay, how do I get down? Ah!
Down went Alice. Never once considering how in the world she was going to get out again.
Yep, I need... Got plenty of... Oh. Couldn't tell how far I had to go. Ah. Right. For half a second I thought, wouldn't it be funny if that said explosives? Okay, that's good. I can actually eat that. Whoa. That sounds interesting. Whoa. Okay.
What the hell is that?
No.
Chalk. Someone must have wanted to find his way back.
That was unexpected. There is something, and it is apparently invisible. Oh, that's not. That's not good.
You can't see me if I'm not on the ground.
What was that? I think it said it can't see her when she's not on the ground. And that's the way I came in. Alright, so if it can't see me... Oh! Can I save? Yeah, let's just have a... Manual save. Alright. So... Does this count as not being on the ground? Oh, that's a slight... I'm sorry, but that's a slightly ridiculous game mechanic. I'm sorry about that. That's a little bit daft. I'm off the ground. You got. Well, I actually. Oh my goodness, it's getting on. I actually have to go out and get a couple of things so that I can eat my dinner. But that is interesting. That's a bit okay. That's a bit contrived. I'm sorry. That's a bit daft. Having said which, there was a hint of this right at the very beginning of the game where it said investigate the footprints, and that's what we're looking at there. But okay, the graphics aren't bad. You know, they're not fantastic, but they're not bad. You know, I've run the game for 2 hours, and just think about that a second. That's 2 hours of a game that isn't supposed to run on the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a Linux box, AMD based. I am running a different version of Linux on a different CPU, a very different GPU. And they put it together in 24 weeks. So, you know, this is potentially worth a revisit. It has to be said. So anybody, it says 3 watching. I will be back tomorrow morning when we will continue with Wintermute. And I'm kind of glad this worked. This made for an interesting interlude for my evening. I will see you all next time. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time during the week. I hope you all have a good rest of the weekend, if I don't see you. Good night.